As we focus on the spiritual discipline of fellowship this week, brothers, it's important to start with a frame of reference for meeting with other brothers and sisters in the house of God, any place in the world, in the name of Christ. But I also want to redefine a little bit what fellowship really means. If you look it up in the dictionary, it doesn't mention the church. It doesn't mention believers. It only talks about socializing. And I think that God has called us as the light of the world to socialize with the world. And one of the things that Jesus was accused of amongst the religious crowd is being a friend of sinners. What does that tell you? It tells you that we are to fellowship with the sinners of the world. And I say that in quotes. What does that look like? Well, to see what it looks like, one only has to look at the life of Jesus. And we find Jesus having meals, sitting in times of leisure, and having a good time with those who the religious crowd would ostracize and have nothing to do with. I've got a story of my own from not too long ago. I'm a hospice chaplain, and as I was making my routine visits, one of our new patients was a Catholic, and they weren't really a practicing Catholic. And so it was a fun family. As I would make my visit, I noticed that they were always outside grilling, having a good time, laughing, enjoying company. And one of the sons asked if I wanted to have a beer. And I think they thought I would say no, but I said yes. And they looked at each other with surprise. And he handed me a beer after opening it, and I sat and drank and enjoyed laughter, and we talked together. Well, not long after we talked for a while, one of the daughters said, "You know what I like about you? You are down to earth." And I couldn't help but think about Jesus when she said that, because how many people said that about him when he made fellowship with those who the religious crowd considered sinners? Think about that today, brothers, as we practice the discipline of fellowship. It's not only the believers that we're called to fellowship with, but it's the people in the world that are called sinners. Have a good day.